This is an incredible panel. That's right. The video of tear gas and rubber bullets scaring many Americans, and actually people over the world are horrified. But is it what police officers need to do, or is it over the top? Is it too much? Here to discuss the militarization, so to speak, of local police forces like this one, some of the country's finest experts, retired NYPD Commissioner Bernie Kerik, and retired commander of the Community Policing Unit in Nutley, New Jersey, Steve Rogers, and Bo Dietl needs no introduction. We love having a Fox News contributor here on the network. First off, you saw the response initially, Commissioner, and they said the governor says it was over the top with Humvees and some of the actions and the snipers. Do you feel as though, obviously what they're doing now is not working? What's the right mix?
Well, the right mix is a response to the action that the community's creating, and the governor imposing this curfew was right. The response last night, I think, is what needs to happen. Initially, look, we had a riot control circumstance, or a disobedience control, whatever you want to call it. To have armored Humvees out there in the front, to have assault weapons in the front when people out there they weren't armed, they had their hands up in the air. That's a bit over the top, but you cannot let people take over the city, destroy private property, personal property, assault people, throw Molotov cocktails, and that's what's happening.
Steve, you saw what happened, and then we got the National Guard called in 2 days later. We thought we beat this thing when we had Friday morning here, and we had a terrible weekend.
Brian, I've said all along, this has been an epic failure of leadership on all levels. The people and the police are victims of the policymakers. And Bernie's absolutely right. Look, it was over the top. We need this equipment in a post-9/11 era, but to address terrorism incidents, not the American people on the street. They need to get somebody in charge there. Look, I said to you before, there must be multiple news conferences going on. Who's in charge? Who's saying what? Somebody's got to get down there and take control of the situation, or it's going to send a signal that's going to be chilling around this country.
I believe the governor took 5 days to come public yesterday. He did 5 shows. Bo, you must have been horrified like most of us as we watched this happen again 2 hours before the curfew even started.
You know, what really disturbs me is the fact that a lot of people are saying about how the cops are dressed and all that. They have vests on, they have masks on, they're using tear gas. The problem here is they're being shot at also with Molotov cocktails, with stores being burned down, stores being looted. You've got to take charge. We saw what happened with Rodney King. 60 people were killed. I was here during the 1977 blackout riots. You've got to take charge. I don't care where the people are from. Now it's becoming more and more tumultuous, and what's going to happen there gets out of control. Unless you get that control, and what are you going to do? Send police cars in there? That armed Humvee thing, whatever they had there, that's very good for that, because when you got Molotov cocktails coming at you, you'll just have police cars that'll get their windows smashed. They'll be setting them on fire. Is that what you want? I don't think so.
Just go through some of the stats real quick on some of the military hardware that's now available at a discount rate because we're fighting 2 wars for 13 years. Got more than 860 armored vehicles, more than 93,000 machine guns, at least 533 aircraft, 45,000 pieces of night vision equipment. All can be handy in case of an extreme circumstance. All going to be scrapped. They get discounts if they come to this.
Brian, what led up to this? There was a chilling statement by the police chief. And look,
in fact, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Here's one of the statements, because this was the police chief addressing a congregation on Sunday. It's about to come up, and what it is Ron Johnson, who grew up in that community, has been taking control of police action. In fact, we can hear it right now. All right, we can hear two statements. If I may,
you know what? You have these armored vehicles. They're being given to police departments for a very inexpensive thing. You can have a disaster. They could go through water that's 6, 8 feet deep also. You're getting on the real cheap.
I know,
and here's my most important point, and Bernie will stand up for this. They're coming back. They're coming back. These extremist Muslims are coming back, and they're going to do something against the United States, and you can't fight peace shooters.
Think of it this way. If you had a scene in Connecticut or one of these schools or a theater where you have these terrorist events or attacks on the community, mass assaults and murders, you need those vehicles to respond.
Well, Brian, I'd like to get to
And
the...
also, you have a school shooting, too. I mean, you don't know what's going to be on the Columbine thing with multiple...
They have to be used prudently. But the 2 points I want to bring out what led up to this. One chilling statement by the police chief down there, the Johnson of Ferguson. He had no idea, he said, that there was a great disconnect between the people and the police. There's a failure in leadership. He should have known. Secondly, Ron Johnson, the statements he made over the weekend, he took sides on this. A person in a command situation shouldn't be doing that.
Here's the captain.
When this is over, I'm going to go in my son's room. My black son. He wears his pants sagging, wears his hat cocked to the side, got tattoos on his arms, but that's my baby.
He also went on to apologize, Commissioner.
You know what? Apologize for what? Grand jury hasn't concluded its investigation yet. You know, you have to wait for the evidence. And Ron Johnson, any prosecutor, any cop knows that. Wait for the evidence.
You know what? We have a thing called due process. What's happening in Chicago? All our young black kids are being shot. Where is the outrage in Chicago? Where's Jesse Jackson? Where's Al Sharpton in Chicago? We got kids killed every day. Black on black crime. You know what? This is a division. What he's doing there is wrong, because what we're dividing white and black again. America has no color. It's all one color. We're all Americans. To do something like this before any information has been finalized is wrong. Just maybe the cop was right. Maybe he was getting beat up. We don't know what happened. Also, remember, he got shot in the back. Now comes up, he was shot in the front. When you're in a shootout, you're firing away. You stop. You're shooting the torso. You're trying to stop somebody. I don't know how he got hit in the head, but bullets go that way. He was trying to stop this guy.
And Ron Johnson should be relieved of command down there for this. That's how serious this is. They need someone down there who is unbiased, who's going to take control of the situation and not take sides. What he did was embolden the wrong people. The people of Ferguson are good people. They got good cops. You need somebody to bring everyone together at this point.
Listen, we can go for another 2 hours and still leave things undone, but thanks so much for setting the table, putting this weekend's perspective, and we'll hope no violence tonight. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.